Yo, good people. This is your homie HerbMan. Busting you back upside the head with another hot banger. Please go tell somebody your homie HerbMan is on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you're new to the program, welcome. Please follow, like, share, and subscribe on all the platforms at Love HerbMan. All right. This is where we teach people how to heal themselves, and you cannot heal yourself unless you know thyself. And we're going to teach you here all the simple ways of how to know thyself, teach you about the human frame, about the human design, so that you guys can be well on your way to happiness, wholeness, and the wellness that you deserve. And we do that here. This is the free information station. You don't have to pay for nothing that you hear here today. All you simply got to do is pay attention. And how we do that on the HerbMan Show is by double tapping that screen and getting us up to 100,000 likes during the live broadcast. I'm going to work for my food, you work for yours, and let's interact together, and let's start to learn how to heal each other together. We're coming live from South Africa, you guys, live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Please go somewhere, get situated. I want you to just feel the vibes for the first 5 minutes here. If you're just coming in, just tuning in, I want you guys to go tell somebody HerbMan on, HerbMan on. He back on. And I just want us for right now, though, to just feel this vibe. Come on into the building. You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. You keep tapping. I'll keep talking. You keep tapping. I'll keep talking. Come on into the building. Feel the vibe. Feel the room. Feel the room. Feel the vibe, feel the room, get your breathing in. Drop your shoulders. Everybody, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Okay? Drop your shoulders. Let them fall. All right? Let your tongue fall. And then drop your jaw. You feel that? Get yourself ready for the day. Get yourself ready. Get your nervous system ready. Get your body ready for today. All right? Everybody good? Put some ones in the chat that we can go ahead and get started. Because I want to show you guys how really simple this thing is. Put some ones in the chat if you guys are ready. We're already at 1,000 likes, so I'll go ahead and get into the subject matter at hand. Look, we've been teaching you guys that there is no panacea product, but there is a panacea program. And you got to get back to fundamentally what makes you happy and what makes you at peace. Okay? So before we go any further down this healing road, there's something that we got to get back to addressing and explaining. Because this thing, people feel it, but they don't always understand what it is. And this is what we would call the healing field. Okay, the healing field. Somebody put that in the chat. The healing field. Okay, and we're gonna show you how important this healing field is. Okay, healing field. Okay, everybody got it, but a field is not mystical. Okay, it's not mystical. Yes, the healing field. Yes. The healing field. A field is not mystical. A field is information. Information that's moving through space that somehow can organize behavior. Gravity is like a field. Magnetism is like a field. Sound is like a field. And most importantly, the human body also can produce fields, whether electrical, magnetic, or acoustic. We can produce fields. So when humans gather, our bodies don't stop communicating at the skin. But there's something else that we can communicate with beyond the skin. And that's your field. Now, some of you guys are calling it the aura or whatever you want to call it that. I'm not necessarily talking about an aura in the way that they're talking about it. We can overlap beyond the skin. And that overlapping is what we would call the field. And the heart is the main transmitter. So the heart ain't just an organ or whatever y'all want to call a pump. It is the strongest rhythm maker that you have in the body. I want somebody to put that in the chat, that your heart is the strongest rhythm maker. And so if humans are rhythmic, then it is incumbent upon us to understand how to keep the heart beat in singing the song of nature. Not the song of distress, but the song of love, the song of peace. Your heart, that's why they say the heart had to be lighter than the feather. It was because of the rhythm. It was because of the rhythm, my brothers and sisters. Okay? Because when the heart is stressed, the rhythm is chaotic. And when the heart is calm, the rhythm is smooth. And rhythm carries information. A lot like when you hum, your breath slows. Yes, strongest rhythm maker. There you go. Keep tapping, you guys. Put it in the chat. Your heart is the strongest rhythm maker. So if this life is telling you that you are rhythmic instead of linear, and things got to be in a rhythm and a flow, then guess what you start with? So again, when you humming, your breath slows. But when your breath slows, the heart smooths out. So now, if one individual can do that, imagine 10 people. Imagine 100 of you guys today, because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to join in. See, some of us are not strong enough to do this ourselves. Some of us just don't know how. We just can't get it right alone. We can't get it right by ourselves. And that's okay. We're going to do this together. And so imagine 10 people humming. Those heart rhythms start talking to each other. They start to get into a thing called entrainment. And if you know anything about entrainment, the strongest thing leads, the strongest vibration leads, the strongest energy leads and brings everything else into flow. So entrainment is, you got to see it almost as a law in nature. When systems synchronize to the strongest, most stable frequency, most stable rhythm present. This is like when fireflies are flying together. A lot like when the podiums or the pendulum syncs. It's a lot like when the crowd panics together, or if they are calm together. These are examples of entrainment when the strongest, most stable rhythm present synchronizes the system. When people hum together, breathing in trance. So this is just not only going to be good for your healing, it's not going to be only good for your life or in general, but this is what we get down into our relations with one another in the bedroom. Okay? And I'm just going to ride through it. We ain't gonna stay here long. But when people hum together, breathing in trance, and that's going to do what? Lower the heart rate, right? So that's what I'm saying. Your breath stinking, you ain't kissing, you ain't talking to each other, you ain't making no moaning, no noises, no more. No wonder. But when you hum together, the breathing and trance first, then the heart rate, then your nervous system. And no one needs to force it. No one needs to lead it. Just understand that the calmest rhythm, the most calmest rhythm you can produce, wins. And when you understand the effects of sound and how sound organizes the field so fast, it's because now you just got to go back to the waters. You can't change nothing by talking to waters, but you can change the waters with vibration. Sound doesn't need permission. It bypasses thought and goes straight to the body. The sound moves through the waters. And we are 70, 80% water. So when you have a mechanism that can move through the waters fast, these waters are your blood, your lymph, your intracellular, extracellular, cerebral spinal fluid, synovial fluid. When sound waves overlap, the fluids begin to move in rhythm. That rhythm tells the body, we're safe right now. No need to panic. No need to be at arms. No need to be in stress. No need to be in sympathetic. And this is the reason why people heal better together. Because some nervous systems don't know how to calm down alone. Come on, somebody. Some of our nervous systems can't calm down alone. That's why we go out and get coping mechanisms. And it's not because we are broken. It's because we've learned survival in isolation. We learn survival of the fittest. Each individual by themselves. But when you're inside of a healing field, did you not know that the body can borrow regulation? Thank you. Yes. And you allow the field to work for you. And so that's why group humming and moaning releases the grief faster than talking. That's why silence feels deeper after shared sound than after individual. So you'll see why the ancients never really did healing alone. Remember, they had circles and temples and fires and chants and work songs. Understanding the most important component was togetherness, in unison, in a universe. What is that one song? Your voice. And our ancestors just knew that the body heals faster when it doesn't feel alone. And it understood that after humming, the silence is the moment you get the clarity. And when you're in that silence, that's not emptiness that you're feeling. That's not void. That's not stagnation. That's integration. That's what we call the healing field, settling into your body system. You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. All of this information is in your owner's manual. Okay? All this information is in your owner's manual. All right? So you got to understand this healing field. And now that you have some understanding of the healing field and what the healing field is, then let's go a little deeper. With no thinking, no fixing, just breath and sound. Just breath and sound. And we're going to show you guys a healing field when we start doing this stuff together. Okay? We got to start doing this stuff together. We got to start doing this stuff together. All right? Somebody put together in the chat the healing field. Somebody put this stuff in the chat, the healing field. All right, let's get us up there, you guys. Before we get started, let's get us up there. You keep tapping, I'm going to keep talking. Let's get us up there, you guys. Okay, let's get us up there. Let's get us up there. What's going on, YouTubers? Yes, sir. Welcome to the HerbMan Show. Yes, we don't moan together. We don't hum together. And like I told you guys when we used to do this, and we're going to do it today, but you guys are too far down, so we're going to keep tapping, make sure everybody's in the room so that we can get a collective amount of people. Because again, some of our nervous systems can't heal itself alone. And when humans moan and hum together, something ancient switches on. And this ain't got nothing to do with performance, but more about biological regulation, emotional discharge. Remember that emotional elimination we're trying to do. And also this field coherence. You got all of that happening at once. And today, I really want to show you guys why this works. I want to show you how it works. I want to show you why it works. Humming regulates your nervous system immediately. Humming and moaning stimulate the vagus nerve. They shift the body from fight or flight into rest and repair, the parasympathetic. They lower your cortisol. Humming and moaning lower your cortisol. It increases the nitric oxide that all you brothers need to please your baby at night. But it increases your nitric oxide to about 12, 15% more or times more. So you get that better oxygen delivery. When you got better oxygen delivery, then you got better working tools. Okay? And when we hum and moan together, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you about. You ain't doing nothing in the bedroom together no more. That's why you got the dysfunction down there, my brother, because it's just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got to get back into the moaning and the humming. Oh, man, I don't want to be feeling like no broad now. It ain't about that. It's about letting go. The more that you don't hum and moan is the beginning of storage in your body. You begin to store that energy when you can't release it. And when we do this together, the effect multiplies because the nervous system's entrained. Remember what entrained is. The strongest rhythm wins. So now when we're dealing with each other, understanding that when we hum and moan together, the strongest rhythm wins. So that means that one calm person can calm another. Oh, yes, sir. So that means that 10 calm bodies can create the field. She said, I'm humming right now. Come on now, keep going. That's what I'm talking about. Catch that rhythm in the back. Make your own sound. Okay? But that's what we try to do. Okay? But we don't want to do it alone. Okay? We don't want to do it alone. We're going to do it together. But you can still get it while you're getting it. Okay? And you'll see that this humming thing, this is like why the babies, when mama them start to hum. And this is why the churches and tribes, and this is why you got work songs and chants, always use group sound. Because it discharges the suppressed emotion safely. Moaning is the original emotional language. Before you had words and before you knew how to talk and before you had logic and before you had the shame and all this guilt and all this other stuff we have, you had moaning. And these low tones, these low vibrations that we can produce, it allows the grief to exit without a story. It allows anger to soften without violence. It allows pleasure to be felt without guilt. It allows tension to melt without explanation. It is when you get back to expression that you start to see that it is the medication for depression. Expression is the medication for depression. Expression is the medication for suppression. Expression is the medication. And it's a lot of different ways that we can express ourselves throughout the day. And this expression becomes our detoxification process throughout our day. When people moan and hum together, the nervous system realizes, I'm not alone in this feeling. And you know what this does? It helps remove the threat signal in the body that's keeping us bound and wound up and constricted. That's why medications and meditations and all of these different things can't work for the people, because we don't know how to go in already receptive. Remember, I told you we're losing our reception. And that reception is not just to the frequency and to the sound of nature and God in our lives, but also to the openness and the open-mindedness of something new that can change the paradigm and shift the person into the consciousness, into the life that they desire. And when the threat signal gets removed, it starts to unlock the trauma in the tissues. And when you were able to create this heart coherence as a group, using sound and vibration, knowing that the heart is an electrical oscillator. When our voices synchronize, our heart rhythms begin to sync. Our breath rhythms align. See, this making love. If y'all don't understand this making love, but you can do it to yourself. But we're going to do it as a group without touching one another. You got to know how to produce this thing other than just requiring somebody else physically. And we can use these radio waves. We can use these sound waves to produce a sound inside of them. Because this thing is called the internet, and it has fucked up and connected us internally together. But we're not using it for the calamity that we can do. But if we start to Do you know that we can synchronize everybody on the planet at one time through this thing here? And it'll blow the roof off this thing. When we synchronize, your brain waves slow down to that theta and getting into that gamma that we're talking about. The emotional states can converge when we synchronize. And this is the collective heart coherence. It is what the religions call the spirit moving. It is what science called the biofield. It is what we call. Okay? And we're going to show you that you cannot think your way into this healing. You cannot think your way into this healing. You cannot think your way into healing. You got to vibrate into it. Do you see what I'm trying to expose to you guys? That your words are powerful and your voice is powerful, but not only is your words powerful, but your thoughts are words to yourselves. So even if you don't speak it out loud to another person, if you think it out loud to your internal selves, they'll still move on that behalf. They'll still act like you did it even when you didn't. And that's why you can get hard even though she's walked by you and you ain't even touched nothing yet. Why? Because the thought still produced the result. And if you understand that, that's the magic trick. And so this vibration and how we vibe together, it activates the waters of the body. Sound travels best through water, not air. Sound travels best through water, not air. So this humming and this moaning starts to vibrate in the blood. It starts to vibrate in the lymph, in the extracellular, intracellular, cerebral spinal fluid, synovial fluid, etc., etc. You literally, when you start to hum and moan, it literally feels like it's going inside of you rather than outside. And so this group humming and this group moaning, it creates this wave interference pattern. And this wave interference pattern, it can break stagnation. It can break emotional memory, trauma. It can improve your fluid circulation. Science, now listen to me. I'm trying to teach you how to heal yourself. Stop trying to pay for this shit. It's inside of you. All you need to do is pay for education at this point. You don't need to pay for nobody to do nothing to you. You pay to learn how to treat yourself. This stuff repatterns your fascia network. This is what you call hydroacoustic healing at its finest. It is used by the ancients and rediscovered by the physics. But it bypasses the ego and it helps reunite back with the tribe. So that we're not talking separate and arguing separate and explaining separate anymore. But we have come to a point where we want to have a shared sound. How many of you want to have a shared sound? You guys keep tapping. I'm going to keep talking. Once we get to 100,000, we're going to do a healing field. We're going to do a group humming. Get as many people on this thing and watch how powerful this is. Remember that this resets the nervous system immediately. And we need to learn how to produce a shared sound again. I remember coming up in the old church where it wasn't a whole bunch of drums and a whole bunch of organs and all of that type of stuff. So it was just some feet stomping and some moaning. And that was church. But you got to understand that shared sound doesn't require belief. It doesn't require agreement. It doesn't require a hierarchy. It doesn't require a leader. Everyone becomes an instrument because everyone is an instrument. And this is why this information is some of the best information on the planet right now, considering the condition of the human species. We're trying to make things more complicated when it's the most simple things that we need to get back to. And that is why you sing work songs, reduce exhaustion, whistle while you work. If you black, we already know that if you cut on a little music, we work a little better. Spiritual chants have always been helpful at dissolving conflict. Group toning has healed grief faster than even counseling. Choirs have reported that they got higher immunity and joy when you're in the choir. Together, people can stop being individuals managing pain and become single regulating organisms. And you'll see that these nervous systems and these masculine and feminine principles and this marriage can happen. What you say when you and her get together, we was vibing. So this masculine and feminine principle, where the masculine can come in and release through the low and the steady tones, and the feminine can come in and release through the wave-like moans. And when this is done together, you'll see what we're talking about. The masculine can start learning how to feel without fixing. Get what I'm saying? The masculine can learn how to feel without trying to fix it. Just feel it. I needed to learn that. And the feminine feels safe to express without collapsing. When done together, the polarity restores itself. The relationship softens. This is why the intimacy can deepen when partners hum and moan together. Okay? Get back to the simple things. To the simple things. Okay? Get back to the simple things in life. That's what we need to do. And we're overcomplicating it. We're even getting into things to where we're not even connecting, right? The moves we doing in the bedroom now, there ain't no connection to them. The moves that we got now in the bedroom, boy, there ain't no connection to them. And when you take away the eye contact, you take away the breath, you take away the emotions and the moan, you take away the experience. And you got to know that we have been talking about everything. But look, most pain don't live in words. Trauma lives in your nervous system. Stress lives in your fluids. Grief lives in your chest. Fear can live in the gut. You can't talk these muscles into relaxing. You can't talk them. And you can't reason your way out of these healing crises. So what do? If you can't talk your way out of it, what do? The ancients used vibration. They used vibration because it stimulated the nervous system, particularly the vagus nerve. And we know the vagus nerve is the hall monitor for the body. So when you tell the vagus nerve to tell everything to relax, It's leaning on everything. They call it the vagabond, the straggler. It leans on all of your different body parts for the most part, not everything, but for the most important ones, it monitors. So humming is going to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is going to switch the body from survival mode to repair mode. This is what you want. Humming is going to synchronize the breath and the heart rhythm. Remember, we're going to slow everything down. When we slow the breath, we slow the heartbeat. And then heart coherence just start to come in naturally. Then third, we know that the humming also is going to vibrate the waters of the body. Because sound travels through water better than air. So we know these things. Okay? So now we got an understanding biologically of what we finna feel, why we finna feel it, and why this togetherness thing matters. I'm not saying that healing alone is not possible. Healing alone is possible. All I'm saying is that healing together is faster. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You can heal yourself by yourself, yes, but you can heal faster in group settings because this entrainment happens for us all. This synchronization happens to us all. And we can start to spread. This thing get contagious. And it starts to spread like a wildfire. I heard somebody in the chat say that's not true. Come on up on the chat and tell me why you think so. And then we're going to do it together. And I'm going to show you why you sadly mistaken, okay? All right? Come on up here. And even with the moaning, right? The moaning is one of the most original forgotten medicines on the planet. Moaning is one of the most original forgotten medicines on the planet. Now, we ain't talking about just the humming now, but we know we get into the moaning. Because moaning got sexualized. But originally, it was regulation. Moaning releases the tension, just like humming. It bypasses shame. And shame keeps us trapped in. It allows emotion to move. A moan ain't nothing but an exhale that's just allowed to express itself and to be honest. That's why you hear me say, when we used to moan. And when people moan together, the body is going to relieve itself. It's going to tell itself that it's not alone in this feeling. And the nervous system relaxes and you guys can have a great time together. You can feel it together. You can experience it together and you can feel it together. And it will be, if the only time people have great time in the bedroom is when both of them can let go. And in that particular, when you can, ain't no shame in the game. We ain't care nothing about the roles. I ain't care nothing about your weight. I ain't care nothing about your breath. I don't care nothing about your toes. I don't care nothing about nothing. I just want to feel you and have an experience. And I ain't judging. I'm not labeling. I'm just free for the experience. I'm open. But nowadays, you got people who are married that's still hiding their bodies from their husband. Let's talk about it. You got people that are thinking about too much going into love making, not understanding that you can't think your way through it. You got to feel it. You got to feel your way through these things. Okay? You got to feel your way through them. And you got to understand that most of our relationships and the damage that incurs isn't from the words. It's from our unreleased tension. But when partners are humming together and moaning together, and when parents and children are humming and singing together, and when you understand this, these groups, they release collective stress together. These families that can hum together and moan together and cry together and laugh together and dance together. They're releasing collective stress. And you don't need to have to fixate on trying to fix each other. Just concentrate on trying to regulate together. Okay? You want to concentrate on trying to regulate together. Because the reality of it is that humans were not designed to heal alone. We were designed to regulate together. Sound is one of the oldest spirits on the planet. Sound is older than language. Sound is older than language. Connection is older than belief. And I'm here to tell you that healing doesn't need permission. And that's not a spiritual thing, that's a biological one. Can you make this heaven? Can you make it heaven? I felt the chill when you said we here together. Hell yeah, appreciate you, Kayla. That's what we're trying to feel. You see, we can't think our way through to finances. You can't think your way through in the dark matrix that you're in. See, and that's why I teach you guys about the bat and the rat real quick. Okay? That's why I teach you about the bat and the rat really quick. There's a unique ability that a bat has. And there's a unique ability that a rat has. So the rat most unique ability is his eyes in a maze. And the bat most unique ability is its wings. Now, most of us in this maze think that we can get out with our physical eyes. Not understanding that the physical eyes can even be tricked. They can be illusion and delusional. Okay? Your physical eyes can be tricked. So you're trying to use your physical eyes, your rat ability in the maze. You think you can see your way through. You think you can think your way through with your greatest asset. But the greatest asset for this individual is a different type of eye. The wings is the spiritual eye. The wings is the spiritual eye when in the matrix. Why? Because the quickest way out of the matrix ain't solving the matrix level by level. It's rising above the matrix. And when you rise above the matrix, now you come into what they call the bird's eye view. Okay? The bat also can get a bird's eye view. Like a bird, like anything else, it has wings. So now when you get the bird's eye view, which is called what? The all-seeing eye. The all-seeing eye is the 360-degree senses or perspective. That's the bird's eye view. And so it's just like when you was at McDonald's and Burger King as a child, you sat down, waited for your Happy Meal, and they gave you that map. You was very easy. You could go and do it and get out of it. And mama, I finished. Why? Because you was hovering over the map. You wasn't in the map. So it's very easy to find the end of the road when you hover over life instead of being. You guys keep tapping out, keep talking. If you're interested in your owner's manual, please DM us and we'll get you this information. All we're talking about is aspects of the owner's manual. Okay? So it is what we're trying to do is get you to get to this particular all-seeing eye perspective. Now, this ain't trying to get you to leave and go nowhere. So you don't have to try to do this and die. You do this while living. Okay? We got that? So I think I've been healing myself through meditation and energy work. Okay, good. You say you think you have, though. I would like for you to know. Okay? I would like for you to know. Because in all honesty, you guys, before there were doctors, before there were the scriptures, before there were even words, there was sound. And I ain't talking about music. I'm not talking about singing. I'm not even talking about people who perform. Just breath moving through the body, becoming vibration. And I want you to understand that today I'm not teaching you something new, but we're remembering something ancient. And we've forgotten far more than we'll ever discover. We've forgotten these things. And when we're teaching you about healing through spirit and science, this is what you're going to get. You're going to be talking about these things. One of the most overlooked medicines on the planet. Your voice. Your voice is one of the most overlooked medicines on the planet. Yeah, you need sunlight, you need water, you need all of the 4 elements. Obviously, we know that. But that's externally things that you got to depend on. What do you have inside of you? And so what we teach you every single day here on the HerbMan Show from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the medicines that you produce within you. Yeah, we know sunlight, but you can't control that. We know this, that, and the third, but you don't really have control. But what do you have control of? See, humming and moaning works when everything else fails. Modern humans are very exhausted nowadays. And it's not because we do a whole hell of a lot. It's because we hold too much. And stress is stored, not just felt. Trauma is physiological, not just psychological. And healing requires movement with no obstruction. Healing requires movement, not explanation. Because again, you can't talk this tension out of your fascia. You can't affirm your way out of a locked nervous system. There's going to have to be some stuff you got to do. You can't just pray your way out of it without understanding how to get into this vibratory thing. And when you understand that, then guess what? You can vibrate it out. Somebody put, I can vibrate it out. Somebody put, I can vibrate it out. And once we get to 100,000 likes, if we still got time, looks like we got about 58 more minutes left. You guys keep tapping. I'll keep talking. Once we get to 100K, we're going to create this healing field. I want all 150 of you guys here or more by that time to come on here, and we're going to unify sound. We may even shut TikTok down with the high vibratory frequency. We don't need a sound bowl. Okay? We don't need no guided meditation. Because what's happening is you're focusing. You're trying to do something, and I'm trying to tell you, stop trying to do and feel. You keep trying to figure out what to do. And some of you are doing too much. You're working out too much. You're doing too much. When your body is under stress, that means rest. It don't mean go down there and work out every day. Well, I just need something to do. It's because you won't feel. But humming is the fastest way to shift the atmosphere in the nervous system. Fastest way to help slow down the heart rate and lower the cortisol that's killing us. To improve the oxygen delivery. It's the fastest way to synchronize your body. And again, this is not spiritual talk. This is physiology. And you can go get anybody to challenge me on these things. We're talking biological stuff. And you need to know that you're going to be safe, that you're going to be okay, that we all can help you. Okay? There's nobody know my problem. No, there's no answer to my situation. I done did this. I tried this. There's nothing working. Sometimes you can't heal yourself because you can't vibe high enough. Because of the stress, because of the fear, because of the doubt, because of the grief, because of the depression, you can't do it yourself. And sometimes, even if you come to brothers and sisters like myself and go back home, the environment sucks you down. And so therefore you don't have the support. And that support is the frequency. Somebody to vibe with you. And you got to understand that sound ain't never been about the louder the sound is. So it ain't about healing you with loud sound. Sound heals because it simply moves through your waters. And your waters begin to regulate the ways of life. And the reason we got diseases is because of these waters. And what is these waters connected to? Your emotions. How you feeling about this particular paradigm? Yeah. And then when we got to where we were over-sexualizing moaning, and it became shameful, that then took out another aspect of being able to regulate one's nervous system. Not understanding that moaning ain't nothing but an unrestricted exhale. This is stuff that we can do. You can moan in your truck. You can moan in your truck. You can moan in your office. You can hum in your office. Every ancient culture knew this information. Ancient Egypt had the sound, the temple healing chambers, where you can do vocal toning. India got the mantra chanting. Tibet got the monks. And you know how they use that low harmonic chanting. You know what they do. You got the indigenous tribes. They also were doing the humming. And then you got mamas worldwide, mothers worldwide. Listen to what we're trying to teach you. Mamas worldwide. Mamas worldwide use humming to soothe the infant. This is instinctual medicine. No one taught us this. The body remembers it. And you are losing your reception to your nature. And we want to teach you how to channel back in, tap back in to get the answers to the puzzle. And once we get to 100K, we're going to do this together. Because again, we just wasn't meant to do it alone. Even today when you're in a great deal of pain, we tend to hum. At least I do. Yes. Humming has always helped us. Okay? It has always helped us, and it's going to help us here in a second because we almost there. Okay? And what I want you guys to do when we get here, I do want to say some stuff before we get there because I see we about to get there. You guys keep tapping. I'll keep talking. Let's create this healing field. Okay? Once we get to 100K, we're going to create a healing field. So I need everybody to get somewhere where they can sit comfortably. Okay? If you're driving your truck, turn me up. Turn the noise and life down. Okay? Whatever you're doing right now, you're going to turn us up. And we're going to find a comfortable place to sit. And we're going to let the sound, when we get started, we're going to let the sound find its own depth. If it changes, allow it. If emotions come, let it move. But we don't want you to force no melody. We don't want you to try to sing. We don't want you to try to do nothing. We just want you to, I want you to be so relaxed. This note I want you to hit is when you so relaxed. So a woman, you might sound like Barry White. Okay? Because we want you to get that I'm talking about just I ain't trying to do nothing but let it go. I don't even want you to do that. But I'm just showing you something. You're just trying to let it out. The lowest out of the, almost like you trying to throw it up. Throw up that guilt. Throw it up. Yes. Get it out you. Cancer be gone. Got to throw it up. And that comes from the belly. Deep sound. Deep grunt. Deep moan. Let the sound find its own depth. If it changes, allow it. If emotions come, let it move. But I'm at work, let it move. I'm in the truck, pull over. Let it move. These emotions have become cancers and diseases because they are suppressed in you. And if you got suppression, the remedy is expression. And you don't have to say a word. You don't have to cuss nobody out. You ain't got to go and be angry. You ain't got to go tell nobody what you finna do or what you're trying to do. You ain't got to say nothing. Just get deep down in there. I'm talking about some sweet, low, sweet cherry. Get down in there. Yes, sir, because I need for you to throw that thing up. You're going to have to earl it up now. Cough it up. You're going to have to vibe it out. You have to cough it up. You got to vibe it out. And what you'll feel after this is a sense of calm, of warmth, of tingling, of emotional release. You'll feel a quiet mind. Maybe a heavier body, but a lighter chest. And it won't be coincidence. It'll be regulation. Okay? So we at the 100,000. You guys are ready. Okay? If you guys are ready, put up ones in the chat. If you guys are ready, put ones in the chat. Look, you can hum while driving. You can hum before sleep. You can hum during stress. You can hum with your family. You can hum after arguments. This is practical. 2 minutes of humming can do what an hour of thinking cannot do. 2 minutes of humming can do what an hour of thinking can't do. And when your body is regulated, awareness expands. We need this. Can I get some people come up on the live for me? Put some me's in the chat, come up on the live for me. I need a little bit more voices on here because I need to know y'all doing it. If you want to create this healing field, come on up. Put me in the chat. Come on up. Let's hum together. Okay? Let's hum together. Come on up. Let's hum together. All right? I want you guys to know, when you see them me's, bring them on up. Bring them me's on up. Come on up, me's. Let's hum together. Let's do it together. Let me show you this. Instead of everybody, I don't need for you to pay for my herbs. I don't need for you to do, try me and see. Okay? You don't have to buy me yet. Try me and see. Okay? You don't have to buy me. Try me and see. Today. Come on up. Come on up. Bring some more. Come on up. Bring some more. Queen G, Mom. Come on up here. Come on up. Rough and Heritage. Come on up. Okay? Your voice is not arguing with you. It's not for defending. Okay? Your voice is not for arguing. It's not for defending. Your voice ain't even for proving. Mute your mics, you guys. Mute your mics as you come in. Mute your mic as you come in. Mute your mics as you come in, you guys. Mute your mic as you come in. We'll start the humming in 1 second, all right? I want to say this. Your voice is not for arguing. It's not for defending. And it's not for proving anything. It is for simply regulating the human system. Before we spoke, we hummed. We expressed through vibration, not through articulation. All right? Y'all see that? I know y'all ready to go. I can tell y'all ready to go. All right? But look, I want to do this real quick. You guys can unmute your mic. Y'all can unmute your mic. Everybody unmute your mic.
What's on with it?
What's up? Welcome to the HerbMan Show.
How you doing?
Hey, man, we doing good, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for coming up, man. I want to do a little call and response real quick to get us started, okay? A little call and response real quick to get everybody started. Remember, what we want to do real quick, you guys, drop your shoulders. Please, if you got background noise, please mute your mic, okay? I want everybody to be focused in, okay? We want to drop our shoulders. Drop your jaw. Drop your tongue. If you realize your tongue is at the roof of your mouth, that's tension. Drop it. Okay? Now, I'm going to say something, and I want you guys to respond, right? The first thing I want you to say is that my body knows how to calm itself. Go ahead. I don't have to force peace.
Have to force peace.
Yes, come on now. Hold on, man. You know TikTok want me to do a puzzle real quick, man. I tell y'all the truth with these folks and these puzzles. You want to come up here to do it? All right. All right, you come up here and do it too. Wife, and look, wife, you want to come up here with her little pretty stuff?
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing, man?
Guys.
All right.
All right, you guys, we'll start it back where we left off at, man.
Okay.
All right, so I want you guys to say this. I'm gonna say when I slow my breath, I want you guys to say my body listens. When I slow my breath, I want you to say my body listens. Okay? When I slow my breath,
my body listens.
My body listens.
And listen. Actually listen to your body. Don't just say them words. Listen to it. Do you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel calm? Do you feel anxiety? Do you feel tired? Do you feel energized? But you ain't got to say it out loud, but you're listening to it. And then when I say when we breathe together, I want you guys to say we calm together. When we breathe together, we calm together. Let's do it over. When we breathe together, we calm together.
We calm together.
Right? We calm together. Remember that this thing can get contagious now. Okay? It can get contagious. And when it starts getting contagious, then that's when you know this thing can spread like a wildfire. Now, this is just the start of it because I want us to keep understanding the togetherness. I want us to get it until we get it. It's almost like school. You get it until you get it, right? So this next one is, I'm going to say when we sound together, you say we heal together. When we sound together, we heal together. There we go. Okay. Now I want you to repeat after me. I don't heal alone. I don't heal
alone.
Yes. Listen to what you're saying. Look how many people on here. Look at what we're saying, you guys. See, everybody's been trying to give you an antidote for you to go back into this society with, and nobody is with you. You don't have the support. You don't have the support. And so I want you guys to understand this. Notice your chest. Notice your breath. And so when I say as I hum, you say my body softens. As I hum.
My body softens.
Yes. And feel it.
I ain't gonna lie, my body do feel relaxed.
I'm telling you, if you just feel it, instead of thinking it, if you just feel it, you'll be like, hell nah, this shit crazy. If you just can feel it without thinking it through. So the next one we say, as I exhale. When I say as I exhale, y'all say I release. Okay? 1, 2, 3. As I exhale, I release. I release it.
And then you release.
And you just release it. Okay? And we're doing it together though. We're going to do it together. So this time right here, we want to be able to start the humming. Okay? So I'm going to hum, and then I want y'all to hum after me, right? So it's like a call and response. I'm going to hum first to give you a kind of a little way of starting. But when you hum, you guys, look, don't try to sing. I want your most dirtiest hum. Give me that thing that don't sound good. I want that morning breath hum. Okay? I want that morning breath hum. Don't get on here trying to sing and do all that because it's not about that. I want you to let go and be the first note that comes out that feels so relaxed and that it feels so comfortable to do. Okay? So here we go. Everybody ready? Put some ones in the chat. If you guys are ready, put some ones in the chat. Here we go. I'm going to do it first, and then you guys just repeat after me. Okay? And I'm gonna cut this up a little bit so we'll have a little rhythm. Can y'all hear that?
Yes.
Do it first, and then you copy me. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now watch this. Now listen carefully. Listen, listen, listen. Not with your mind, with your heart. Now you see, I'm getting hot, dude. Do you feel yourself getting hot? What are you feeling? What are you feeling? What are you feeling when you do it?
Like my nervous system relaxed, regulated.
Huh?
I feel chill.
Now you see how, now here's my thing for my brothers dealing with erectile dysfunction. It's because you're not humming no more and moaning with them. Okay?
I ain't like my whole legs, my legs feel buku leg. My hands is tingling, my legs is tingling. Feeling tingling sensation everywhere.
Tingling, right?
Yeah, I did feel nervous. Like I don't know, like I don't know.
Yes. Now guess what? That is coherence. That is the healing field. That's what we've been teaching you guys, right? And that stuff happened instantly. And you can't take no herb and no pill that's gonna do it that fast. You see what I'm saying? So you got to understand what those things are. Now, the reality of it is that once we do this, and we will do it one more time for people coming in, but the thing is that when we do this, the next time we're going to be silent afterwards. For about 30 seconds, just silence. What happens in the silence is when you get the download. What happens in the silence is when we get the download. So when you do this humming, just understand to have 30 seconds of silence after you finish, because in that little time, watch you get a download, watch you get a premonition, watch you get an answer to a situation that you've been looking for and searching for. And these are the things that they don't want us to know, because this is the stuff that have you hitting lotteries, and this is the stuff that have you start to change the trajectory of the financial system and the education system. And when we are empowered, this is what they don't want. If they keep you fragmented, they keep us separated, they keep us going in different ways. But we can heal each other together. Okay, we can heal each other together. Y'all want to do it one more time? Put some ones in the chat. What you feeling like?
Let's go.
Let's get it. I want to do it one more time, babe. You good? Or you want to do it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all know she up here pregnant, so I gotta watch out for her doing all this humming over here. All right. Yes, the humming and the moaning. Okay. Get back to the moaning, get back to the humming. Very simple, very, very practical things that we can do that'll take us on up through that. Okay. It'll take us on up through that. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna try to come with a different flavor of background right here.
They are saying, is it true that a manhood should rise before you get up?
Huh? Is it true what now?
For the manhood to rise up before you get up to show that you are healthy?
Yes, it's true that after orgasm, you should not go down. Okay? So it is true. After orgasm, a man should not go down. He should be standing straight up. Okay? That's the true. That's what you call vitality or virility. Huh?
When you get up in the morning.
Oh, the morning wood.
Yeah. Yes,
that's a sign of good circulation. Okay, that's a sign of good circulation. So yeah, you definitely want to have that good morning wood.
It's starting to rain, my love.
Okay. Go ahead.
Lanje?
Go ahead.
So what you think it mean when you fall asleep right after orgasm?
Oh, you talking about when you fall asleep right after?
Yeah.
It just means that you're doing it too late. You know what I'm saying? When you do it too late like that, my brother, is gonna, because you basically exhausted all your energy, right? A lot of times we do it after work, after eating, after doing all the stuff we done did. Then we want to go in there, and that's the last thing we do. So unfortunately, you so tired that you drain yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So that ain't necessarily a bad thing. It just this thing about to come down out here, y'all. Lightning and everything. Good. Y'all can hear that rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear that. We hear that thunder.
y'all hear it? Come on, man. Run in the house. When I done got them way early.
Somebody said they love the sound of rain and thunder, though.
Yeah, man, we out here in South Africa, but it's another soothing. The rain and everything is another way of soothing.
It's beautiful.
Yes. So this is gonna add more context as well to the background. Come on, baby, come on.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna add a little bit more context as well, because now we have nature behind us. All right, so that's gonna be a whole lot better when you got nature behind us like this here. Okay, so let's see what we got. All right, man. Just let me know when y'all are ready, man. We'll do it again here. All right, so if you guys are somewhere seated, if you're in a seated position, I know a lot of us be in seated positions, that's fine. You just want to be able to, again, sit up. Gotta lower these shoulders. I know we don't be thinking about this, but your shoulders always be tense. Even while we were talking, I bet you when you still do this, you still gotta lower, right? So you gotta keep them lowered. Keep your jaw relaxed. Let your tongue, if it's at the top of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, bring it down. Listen to the music. Think about healing each other together. Think about one another. Think about yourself, but think about, man, if I can help the girl on here who got cancer, if I can help somebody on here, I'm going to lend my moan. I'm going to lend my instrument. I'm going to lend my voice to helping somebody else. Y'all get that? I'm going to lend my voice to help somebody else. I'm going to use my instrument in this universe, in this universal song. I'm going to play my role. I'm going to join the symphony of humanity. You don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to buy everything. If you guys are ready, let's go. Yes, sir. Make your sound. Make your sound. Make your sound. I don't hear all of y'all humming. Hum. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. Some of us are not being heard at our jobs. We need to release it. We're not being heard in our homes. Release it. Hum. Shake it off. 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 Hum. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. I feel it moving. Come on. Hum. You feel it? Y'all feel it? You feel it. But I know you laughing. I know you feeling it. You see? And that's all we trying to do, Pepper. That's all we trying to do, man. And we just using this social media to connect. We might can't be at the same church. We might can't listen to the same language. But we can moan together and still feel each other. And that's all I'm trying to show y'all, man. They've been lying to us for too long. This shit real, but we too disconnected and too individualized. And some of us just can't heal by ourselves. And when you don't have the connection, somebody vibing with you. You know what we just did here with almost 200 people? Y'all probably can't even get your girlfriend to do with you. You probably can't get your boyfriend to hum with you because they're going to say it looks stupid, sounds stupid, what the hell? But we just did it as strangers. We did it as a collection. To the point that you do it and you like, hell, now this shit crazy, but you start feeling something.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. I'm over the humming and I'm just trying to see what I'm feeling. I just feel relaxed, but then it's just like my body relaxed, my mind relaxed.
Yes, sir.
It's the relaxation feeling.
Yeah, I almost feel like you go inside yourself, like you can feel your own vibration. Like you just kind of fall into it.
Yes, sir.
You fall out it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the perfect way to put it.
And you get lost in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you get back lost in you. You know, instead of being out here being confused. You know, I always tell people when we do the guided meditation, I be like, why you need a guided meditation for? You haven't heard your voice in so long. When the last time you heard your heartbeat? So stop looking at, you don't need a sound bowl, you don't need to visualize, you don't need the guided meditation. You need to close your eyes, close your ears, and hear your own sound. For a change, hear your own breath, hear your own heartbeat, hear your own hum, and you'll hear your symphony. And then you'll realize that you're the biggest star of your show. That you are the biggest star of your show. But we keep listening to Usher. But Usher got Usher's voice, but it ain't got yours. It ain't got your vibration. And you need to be just as in contact with your voice as you are with Usher's. You need to be just as in contact with your heartbeat as you are with Manny Fresh's beat. You need to be just as intact with your voice as you are with these voices on the TV talk shows and radio. You are the star of your own show. Get back in tune with that. And I encourage couples, please moan in the bed, hum in the bed together, y'all, please. If you can't be yourself with her, no wonder you can't be yourself with nobody else. You ain't comfortable with the person you say you love. It's because you're just not comfortable. Ain't nobody gonna make you comfortable. Open up. The cure to suppression is expression. And I appreciate all of you guys for coming. I appreciate all of the expression. Anybody got anything else to say before they go?
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you guys. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. What we just did was universe. You know, if you look at the word universe, is one song. And what we just did, no matter how levels and tones, because we did it together, we sang one song.
That's why the vibration was so.
And so if anybody ever tell y'all that there's nothing that can connect us, if anybody ever sells you guys that there's not one thing that can unify us, I just defied them and I just told you that sound can't. Sound can
really was just, I felt everybody energy and stuff.
It can unify us, my brother. The sound can unify, not words. Not words. That's why Paul said, I don't come with enticing words, but with the demonstrations of the spirit power. Meaning I came with sound. I came with something that'll make you move. Not just make you think. Something that'll make you feel. Not just make you contemplate. Something that'll make you put it into practicality. Not just be a passive thing. So I love you guys, man. And it's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Please go tell somebody about your homie HerbMan. And until next time, love HerbMan. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, OG, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm like trying to do, like kind of like the thing you doing, but you know, I'm really learning. I'm just really first like getting in my spiritual journey, and I be having like little like lists and stuff I be doing for my followers, and I really want you to send me your email. I want to email you one of my presentations. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you.
Okay. Yeah. Just DM me.
That's a bit.
Yeah. You DM me, and then I'm gonna give you my email, and then we can just take it from there.
All right, listen.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all the love, man. You guys take care of yourself. Enjoy your Monday, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Peace.
Peace, God.
Yes, sir. We thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. We love you guys, man. Peace. Continue to grow the channel. Continue to tell somebody about your homie HerbMan. Peace.